We've got a lot of full screen controllers in FPV now. And the problem is the same old problem. The colour screens are brilliant, but the information that you can get on them outside of a couple of major sort of releases is quite limiting. But I'm here to tell you, there's a better way. Let me show you. See, on this screen now, you can see details of your GPS, you can see details of your battery power on your drone, you can see the time, you can even see what transmit power this is set to in your radio control links such as ELRS as an example. And all these widgets are completely free of charge, done by one pilot in our community who I think deserves a massive debt of gratitude from people like me that use them. So I'm going to show you a video of where to get them from. They're all completely free. You can install them. I'll show you how to install them. And yeah, it really does take your colour screen, be it touchscreen or not, because this isn't a touchscreen, but they also work on touchscreen ones as well. Radio to the next level. Let's freaking go. So the first thing you're going to want to do to install the widgets is turn on your controller. Now it doesn't matter which controller you're using, as long as it's EdgeTX and it has a colour screen. It doesn't have to be a touchscreen. So we're going to use the new one from Flysky, the ProArt PA01. Let's go and download the assets that we need on the PC. You are then going to want to go to this website from the description from the link in the description down below. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on code here with a little arrow down and download zip. That's going to then download it for you. Once it's downloaded, you then need to extract it. So depending on how your PC is set up, you can either just drag it over to your downloads or wherever you want to drag it to. And I've already got it in there, so it's going to tell me, do I want to replace it? I'm going to go now down to my downloads, and this is the folder that you're now going to need. And if you go into it, you've got a few different things in there. Go into the widgets folder, and these are the widgets that we're now going to copy into the controller. So because we're going to copy it into the controller, we're going to need to get a USB. Plug the USB into your controller, and you're going to get a few different options on the screen like this. And you're going to want to select USB storage SD. It will then open up a new drive on a PC like this for you. And you're going to want to go in to the widgets folder. And once you've opened up the widgets folder on the USB drive, we can see the difference here. This is the downloads. We're going to want to copy all of these. So just highlight them and just drag them and drop them into there. And that's all the work you need to do on the PC. That's it from a PC point of view now. All we need to do is set it up on our controller. So there is a few different things that I would recommend. So we're going to go into our screen settings. First of all, you need to make sure you've got your layout set out right. Let me just make sure that this is not too bright. Let me just darken this down a little bit for you, just to make sure that you can see it when I zoom in. So you go into the layout and you want 2+3, and then ideally turn off all these others because you don't need them now, and go into setup widgets. And then it's up to you where you want to put them. But here I would recommend putting the GPS widget. And then you can either have the coordinates on or off. So if, like me, you do a lot of stuff whereby you've got videos going out to public, you may not necessarily want the coordinates on there, but you can leave them on there or you can turn them off. It's entirely up to you. And then down here we will select the RX widget. So that's going to tell us what our transmit power's at, what our refresh rate's at, and all that sort of information. Here I'm going to select a battery widget, and then here I'm going to select clock widget, 24-hour format, and then down here I'm going to select model widget. And when we connect it all up, this is what it looks like. Sometimes you may not get all this information on here, so you may have nothing on the satellites or the receiver, and that's because you may need to do an extra step. You don't always have to, so you need to press a model button, and then you need to go to the last page. And if you scroll down, and just press Discover New for your telemetry sensors. And that's it. Once you've discovered those new sensors, you'll then get all of the information on the screen here when your drone is plugged in. You may need to do that for each and every one of your drones, so do just bear that in mind. But this is, first of all, there's a few reasons why I use this. One of the main reasons is it tells me how many satellites I've got on the GPS, which means I don't need to turn my goggles on, which means it will get those satellites even quicker. The other reason, as well, as we saw, you can have latitude and longitude just before the drone got turned off on here as well, which will show you, I keep forgetting this is not touchscreen, which will show you the exact position where the drone went down if you've got GPS and you've just had a battery injection, or indeed if it's still plugged in, it'll show you exactly where the drone is sat and waiting for you to go and recover it. These widgets are free and they're provided by a gentleman by the name of Daniel Barras. Please do go and give him some love and support in the comments, because I've been using these for most of this year. And I won't be without them. That's how good they are. So, you know, he's doing great things for the community. There's a couple of things I've asked him to do and he's always been really responsive and done them. Got any questions whatsoever, please do drop them in the comments down below. But until next time, peace out. YouTube and I have had a chat and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most. So watch it and let me know if they're right.